Mau lihat gak Mel?
Apa?
Sih.
Itu nge-like baca.
Enggak.
Apa ya yang nge-like?
Oke, balik. Dikecilin. Ya udah lumayan.
Tapi
gila.
itu loh tuh atasnya tuh.
Aneh.
Tapi gak apa-apa lah.
BTW berkabut gitu gue liat ya. Sekitar.
Boleh.
Oh, gara-gara render distance.
10. Jadilah.
Single player.
Iya. Itu jadi 20. Ya lo pakai shader.
Kalau api pedas banget ya.
Pedes ya betul sekali.
Oh ya sebelum itu lupa aku. Ntar kita mulai dulu. Sabar.
Tuh enggak. Ya kalau ngelay dikit gak.
Halo teman-teman. Pedas cabai wangi. Apa cok? Asli sih pedas banget. Ya ampun.
Gak nih kacak.
Hilang.
Yang mana dulu nih? Dan yang akan gacha Argen atau Silver.
Kalau Argenti itu kalau paling easy-nya kalau lagi main keroyokan. Tapi kalau Silver Wolf dia nge-debuff. Iya debuff.
Ini nge-capture mana ya? Ini kah?
Apaan?
Baru bener nih.
Gimana?
Nah gitu. Masih tulisan POV-nya redstone cuy. Bang aku udah subrek. Ya thank you. Bentar sebentar aku masih nge setup. Oke. Harusnya sih bentar lagi kita bakal melihat streamingnya si Genshin. Tapi aku sambil nunggu sambil kita makan-makan juga. Oh ya. Kita belum bumper ya. Jadi let's go. Bentar. Sabar. Aku bener-bener gak bisa kali ini. Copy. Tadi di mana? Di nomor 2. Paste. Dan kita buka.
Merchant di mana? Bentar, food merchant di mana?
Halo Bang Dani, halo juga Rehan. Mana chatnya? Chat. Yeay, Primo Jem.
Headset lu pakai.
Oh, Mama Rehan. Komen dengan teman-teman BB apa? BB apa kabar Bang? Baik-baik saja. Oke. Bumper dulu aku lupa. Jadi sebelum mulai kita bakal coba nge-Discord dulu sambil nunggu. Ya, halo teman-teman, selamat datang di channel ini dan hari ini kita akan bermain. Bukan bermain, lebih baik kita bakal nobar Genshin Impact, nobar special programnya mereka. Karena hari ini kita bakal banjir primo cuy. Karena besok kita bakal dapat primo dan hari ini juga kita dapat primo. Sumpah hari ini Jumat berkah. Ya enggak Mel?
Iya.
Betul. Oh ya, nih kurang gede suaranya. Suaramu kecil banget, Mal. Coba ngomong.
Ya.
Ya kecil banget anjir. Apa emang di Discord-nya ya? Discord udah full semua. Mungkin kita harus gedein aja deh suara.
Gedein aja coba. Di aku gede gak?
Gede sih. Terus sih.
Ya,
bentar aku coba ini Twitch. Mana Twitch? Udah aku share screen. Jadi hari ini kita akan bakalan apa ya namanya ya? Bentar, HP ku ketinggalan. Bentar.
GG.
Cici,
GG.
cici geming guys.
GG Gaming guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Aku kembali. Sesuai dengan judul, kita bakal nobar spesial programnya si Genshin. Sebentar, yang komentar akan ku baca karena aku ribet. Ya, kita baca dari Mama Rehan. Ya, dari Rehan lah kita sebut aja lah ya. Moga-moga Abang dan semuanya sehat selalu ya, dan keluarganya juga. Amin, terima kasih. Kalau Amel gitu masih normal. Normalnya kenapa? Moga-moga Abang semua sehat selalu ya. Oke. Jadi sambil nungguin Genshin-nya dimulai, karena di sini kita udah live, udah mulai kah? Belum cuy, tapi dia belum start. Dia baru warming up. Oke, jadi ada 7 menit lagi buat programnya jalan. Kelihatan kan kalian? Aman di Discord. Kalau di apa namanya? Oleh korehan aja bang. Oke, halo juga Yan. Minimal kamu open mic lah.
Dia lagi nganim.
Lagi nganim.
Hmm.
Oke. Tunggu. Sebelum kamu menikmati streamingnya, kalau bisa kalian siapkan dulu makanan atau minuman untuk menikmati streaming ini, karena pasti bakal excited dan lain sebagainya, karena banyak primo jam mulai besok. Bersenang-senang lah kalian. Jadi
Gue buka Genshin dulu kalau gitu ya.
Ini dia.
Kita kenyang, kalian senang.
Yeay.
Betul. Apakah ini? Oh ini.
Betul. Kita kenyang, kalian senang. Senang lapar.
Senang lapar.
Bentar, kok ada
Abang lagi main Genshin? Tidak, kita lagi nungguin spesial programnya Genshin Impact.
Kok ada Ayaka?
Iya, ada Ayaka, ada Furina, di belakang itu siapa ya? Itu karakter baru kah belakang itu? Kok kayak yang di belakang situ tuh ya, yang di belakang sini nih. Itu kok kayak karakter baru nih yang ini nih. Kelihatan kursor kan?
Iya ya.
Ada kursor kan? Tapi kalau di ini di streamingnya kok nggak kelihatan kursornya ya?
Apa? Kursor coba kanan kiri coba.
Cek.
Ada.
Di streamingnya. Wah, nggak nongol streamingnya.
Oh, di streaming nggak tahu.
Capture kursor. Set gak nongol anjir. Kursornya tidak nongol, tidak kedetek.
Oke, mungkin tugas saya di sini sudah selesai. Soalnya saya cabut.
Oh, nongol nih. Nah, nih di sini nih. Ada karakter baru nih. Ya entah kayaknya karakter baru atau apa, kurang ngerti juga. Yang pasti di sini ada si Ayaka, lalu ada siapa namanya? Severus ya? Terus namanya agak lupa aku.
Kurang. Nggak tahu namanya susah.
Yang di belakang itu Chori, Bang. Masa sih?
Chori.
Aku kemarin udah nonton live Abang. Thank you. 2 putri mulung, buset. Tapi apa yang dilakukan si Ayaka ini di Fontaine gitu kan? Apa yang mereka lakukan gitu kan? Oh ya, streamingnya 4 menit lagi bakal berjalan. Sambil menunggu kita bakal banyakin cocotnya. Astagfirullah, aku lupa nggak matiin bumpernya. Sebentar. Nah, jadi kita kembali lagi di sini. Ya gak perlu diubah lah ya. Di sini pokoknya mah ada Amel DKK gitu kan. Jadi menurutmu gimana karakter Inazuma? Ya betul. Menurutmu gimana nanti? Apakah
Dani akan bimbang untuk menggacha antara bertahan untuk Nahida atau melihat ke arah si Ayak?
Aduh, itu pilihan yang sulit masalahnya. Headset, aku mau nanya nih. Kira-kira mendingan aku tetap all in Nahida atau ngegacha si siapa Ayaka dulu? Mengingat gue lihat-lihat juga di tier list yang Meskipun itu nggak bisa di. Bentar, aku telan makan dulu.
Lah, ngapa di mana dia nggak nembak?
Jadi aku tertarik sama Ayaka tuh bukan karakter apa ya? Gara-gara waktu di Hoyo Fest itu aja. Cuman nggak tahu apakah masih worth it buat digacha atau enggak. Jadi kalau misalnya mungkin masih worth it buat digacha, kasih sarannya dong.
Gua mungkin worth it aja, tapi karena lu udah punya Furina, jadi lu jalan di air tuh gampang, Cok.
Ayaka?
Ayaka hold air tuh juga
Oh bisa jalan air juga.
Jalan air, cuman waktu skill doang, bekuin doang.
Ya kalau itu sih aku nggak begitu ini, maksudnya apa sih worth it kah gitu?
Worth it sih worth it ya, dia DPS juga. Tapi gue rada bingung soalnya kan gue belum punya Ayaka ya. Tanya Ozer.
Yang di belakang Chiori, pantas aja Cina origin, astagfirullahalazim.
Astagfirullah.
Tergantung kebutuhan. Liwe Chinese. Bukan Cina, itu Japan. Makasih Bang udah kasih add-on dan infonya. Thank you juga udah nontonin Rehan. Yang lain aja biar gak pedomu kelihatan. Sialan kau ya. Aku tuh pengen Nahida tuh bukan tanpa sebab ya. Karena memang butuh cuy. Itu bagus Nahida cuy. Bukan lu pada heran gue mah. Gacha anak kecil dibilang pedo malah. Heran banget gue, heran. Kayaknya aku perlu ngambilin cabai lagi deh. 1 menit lagi guys. Untuk Chiori tuh si Ayaka bukan? Label masih panjang. Maksudnya siapa Chiori sih? Baru 2 orang atau nggak apa-apa. Gameplaynya Nahida bisa 360. Ya enggak sih. Lah, lebih 360 lagi sih ini si siapa sih yang punya kamu itu, Mel? Nah, The Violet. Itu 360. Iya, Bang. Chiori yang belakang Furirang. Oh, itu. Emang namanya Chiori? Chirori. Ya, Chiori. Emang namanya Chiori ya? Oke, 1 menit menuju acaranya. Jadi kita langsung pindahin aja ke yang ini. Jadi make sure untuk siapkan kopi dan teh atau makanan agar kamu tidak bosan menikmati streaming ini. Kita bakal banyak-banyak cocot. Jadi Amel udah lihat stream ini ya, Mel? Share screen-nya?
Udah lihat.
Ya, kita bakal langsung
minum gua habis.
Ya, isi minuman kalian. Siap-siap kalau misalnya ini bakal dimulai.
Oh, lagunya. Karena lagu favorit gue lagi. Sabar. Musik.
Oke, 10 detik lagi menuju acara. Jadi kita mulai setup dulu ininya. Oke.
Okay, everyone. I assume that you know why we're here, right?
I've checked the perimeter. The coast is all clear.
All right,
Wow.
then it's time. Time to shop for the latest fashions at Chioria
Wih,
Boutique.
Navia cuy.
Huh. Don't you think
Navia,
something
coy.
sounds a little off about that
Siapa?
line?
Taylor ya?
Yeah,
Taylor Swift.
this is
Taylor
Chioria
Swift,
Boutique that we're talking
Genshin.
about. I feel like we need something that sounds, I don't know, a little more extravagant, maybe?
We'll have to talk
Yeah.
about it later. The lights have been turned on and the audience is already here. The program is starting.
Oh, hi. Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 4.3 special program. Yay!
Yay.
As you can see, our show is sponsored by Chioria Boutique, one of the leading fashion houses in Fontaine. But before we go any further, let's take a moment to watch the version 4.3 trailer.
Camera operator, that can be a pretty technical job. Are you really up to it?
Navia cuy, gila keren banget. Keren banget, cantik banget kayak ini cuy.
Wait, you put no thought into finding a good camera angle, and the characters weren't in the shots. Positions, everyone!
Nice to meet you. I am Navia, the president, leader, commander-in-chief, executive director, and boss of Spina di Rosula. Hey there!
Tremor ya guys.
Tremor
Ini keren banget itu pakai kacamata anjir.
Yes! My
rolling as
Purina.
soon as the set is
Jadi
ready.
direkturnya anjir gila.
Arena's really kicking things into gear as the director.
Props and lighting set the scene. Actors can get their makeup done. Extras go over your
Ayo,
positions.
toh.
Camera ready. Get
Yori,
the
oh.
forward. Actors to your position. Lights, camera, action.
Enough, villain! Pay for the death of our mother!
You're just as naive as her. Did you really think 2 muskets would be enough to defeat me?
Your crimes are evident.
Anjir, serius.
Drop your weapons.
Wah, dia bisa nge-off. Oke gak sih itu?
Justice will prevail.
Neoma bukan
Not
sih?
bad. The actors'
Wih,
emotions
anjir,
were
kira
all
direkturnya
on
cuy,
point.
keren.
Let's keep that take. We'll move on to the next scene.
Oh, Yoi Mia?
Did you really think you'd get away?
Wow.
You can keep your Mora, and you can go to hell.
Astaga.
Excellent! That was beyond mesmerizing. Let's make a film that'll make some serious waves in Fontaine. Not the kind of waves that drown people. I mean, the good kind of waves.
Gila, keren.
Kode
Guys, kode. Kode.
Kode. Benar. Apa itu?
Salah.
RS 99 D5 LVT M6V. Lihat tuh di
Nah.
set publik.
Ini pas matinya ya kan? Sekarang 3,2.
39 DL5
Salah anjir ya kayak kodenya harusnya. Ayo segera redeem guys. Aku di sini lagi setup server streamingnya biar ini. Nah, ketinggalan. Ya udahlah ya.
Welcome back to the version 4.3 special program, everyone.
Mantap, kamu pasti
I'm
bangga.
Sarah Miller Cruz, the voice of
Nonton
Lumi,
aja lah
and today
karena
I'm
nggak ada
joined
yang baca
by-
komen gue.
Hey everybody, I'm Brenna Larson, the voice of Navia, president of the Spina di Rosula.
And I'm Erica Lindbeck, the voice
Kita
of
bakal
Shabra.
fokus dengerin dulu. Jadi kalau
Oh my
misalnya
God,
komentar
so
gak dibaca,
excited.
ya sabar.
This is the first time we've had you two on the special program.
So excited.
Jadi
So great.
intinya kita fokus
Okay, so
dulu. Pasti
actually,
komentar kalian bakal dibaca. Jadi
tradition
santai aja, gue
program
jangan spam.
where we
Kalau di
all
spam
get
bakal
to
di
sing
ban sama
everyone's
moderator.
song.
Oh.
Okay, nice try. I've seen the special programs before.
Ini cuma santai, jadi gak usah macam-macam
I
lah ya.
love
Song
singing,
about
listen.
Genshin. You know,
Genshin.
Impact. No, okay.
Ooh.
Back to business.
Hmm.
Okay, like we mentioned before, this program is sponsored by the Chioria Boutique. So while we're sharing content from version 4.3, I also wanted to get some inspiration for shooting commercials for the boutique.
We don't want to let our client down.
Yeah, and speaking of new content, we can't have a new version without introducing some new characters. As you already saw in the trailer, Navia and Shavras will be our new playable characters.
Yay! I'm sure many of our viewers are already familiar with Navia after seeing her throughout Fontaine's Archon quests. But who is Shavras?
Who indeed? Other Fontaine characters have already mentioned Shavras before in their voice lines, but Shavras will
Suara
finally be making
gamenya
an
tuh,
official
suara
appearance in
musiknya
version
terlalu gedean, anjir.
4.3.
I'm so excited!
So exciting!
Oh, by the way, what do you think of letting one of our characters from the new version take the lead role in our commercial?
Oh, well, I mean, if we're shooting a video for Chioria Boutique, then I think Navia would be an obvious choice. After all, Navia's clothing was designed by Chiori herself.
Wait, Erica, that was actually a really natural sounding product placement for Chioria Boutique. You're amazing at this.
I know it sounds like product placement, but Chiori really was the designer who created Navia's outfit. Next, let's have a look at her fashion show.
Ooh, and by fashion show, we mean her character showcase. I always say that blind optimism isn't the answer.
Asli Navia tuh cool banget anjir.
You have to go out and seize it with your own two hands.
Aku sabar kok sayang, astagfirullahalazim.
Keren. keren
This
loh.
one's got your name on it.
Wow.
Proper send-off from the Spina with love.
Itu karakter super smile anjir. Senyum Pepsodent, Cok.
I'm sorry, can we take a moment to appreciate how perfectly Chiori customized Navia's clothes and accessories to
Toyosaki,
reflect her
itu nama
personality?
apa?
She clearly pays a lot of attention to the small details.
Erica, I love how seriously you're taking the sponsorship. It's really great.
It's important.
While we're on this topic, though, Navia's parasol seems pretty interesting. On the outside, it looks like a delicate accessory used to block out the sun, but on the inside, there's actually a secret firearm that can be used to ward off enemies at a moment's notice. It's elegant and fierce all at once, just like Navia herself.
Exactly. Even when it comes to her enemies, Navia is not the type to eschew basic etiquette, so she prefers to maintain appropriate distance while in combat. While using her elemental skill, Navia opens her gunbrella and fires multiple Rosula shard shots that can pass through opponents, dealing geo damage upon a successful strike.
Ooh.
Bisa
For a
kayak tembakan
period
gitu
of
anjir.
time after using her elemental skill, Navia's normal, charged, and plunging attacks will deal increased damage and become infused with the power of Geo, which cannot be overridden.
Now, when Navia's in combat, there are these little markings around her that look like bullets. I wonder if that's some sort of
Inori
ammo
bisa
for
buat
the
baju
gunbrella?
British gak? Astagfirullah.
Yes, you guessed it. When a character in the party obtains an elemental shard created from the crystallized reaction, Navia will gain crystal shrapnel charges. Navia will consume these charges after unleashing her elemental skill. Her skill damage increases with the number of charges that she's accumulated.
Oh, okay. So you're saying that Navia's elemental skill becomes more powerful if she works together with other characters in the party to trigger the crystallized reaction.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, great.
Navia's elemental burst calls forth the Rosula Dorata Salute, which unleashes a massive
Anjir,
bombardment
meteor.
on opponents in front of her, periodically dealing geo elemental damage. I should also mention that Navia will accumulate crystal shrapnel charges at certain intervals if she strikes enemies with the
Meteor,
Rosula
anjir.
Dorata Salute.
Ooh, now that salute is spectacular. That's awesome.
I heard that the Spina di Rosula likes to perform firearm salutes before important negotiations. You know, as a way to celebrate future success. And don't misunderstand, you guys. It's not an intimidation tactic at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that's just the Spina's way of showing respect in their own way.
Yeah, totally.
Not intimidating at all.
No.
As the president of the Spina di Rosula, Navia is always trying to collect the latest intel by exploring all corners of Fontaine. When Navia is dispatched on a 20-hour expedition in Fontaine,
Sekarang udah ada kayak gini loh.
gained will
Fitur
be
ini bagus banget,
increased.
Cok.
Okay, so we just mentioned that Navia is the president of the Spina di Rosula.
Jadi kita nggak bakal
So,
satu
I
persatu
think we
lagi
should bring up
naruh-naruhin
Spina's
tugas
contributions
ke
to
region
averting
tertentu.
Fontaine's prophesized crisis.
Jadi
I
bisa
mean, it was
langsung
all
ngambil
thanks to
semua
Navia's
dan
leadership.
naruh lagi dengan
Exactly.
semula gitu.
Some people even lost their lives during that disaster.
Itu fitur keren banget sih.
I'm certain that those events weighed heavily on Navia, but she remained tough and committed to leading the Spina.
Yeah.
Nanti next
Yeah,
atau
while we're on
sekarang?
the topic of Fontaine's crisis, though
Ini
the
update di sini.
prophesized dangers are over, the town is probably still busy rebuilding everything, right? I bet Navia's gonna be occupied with that for a long time.
Oh,
Sedia
definitely.
payung
And
dimanapun,
that's something that
betul.
travelers will be able
Itu
to
payung
see
punya
for
multifungsi,
themselves.
iya.
Navia's story quests, the Rosa multi
Jadi dengan kata lain ya Mel ya,
will become
kita tuh
available
perlu
in version 4.3.
ngegacha
The
weaponnya
Spina
juga
will be
kah?
working diligently to rebuild Poisson. Though repairing the houses will be straightforward, the emotional distress
nggak
may
sih?
be much more difficult to address. If you're curious about how Navia
Harusnya
and her
sih iya
crew
ya.
are going to proceed, then be sure to check it out.
Biar
I'm
lebih
so
elegan gitu.
excited.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
looking forward to seeing what happens. Okay, so now that we've introduced Navia, it's time for Shavras to be in the spotlight. Okay, I know that since she's a newcomer, you probably can't wait to learn more about her. So let's get right into it.
Okay. How should I introduce her? First off, Shavras is the captain of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. It's a Fontainian organization that handles all sorts of difficult cases and dangerous criminals.
Ooh.
She doesn't like to appear in public without good because so if you happen to run into her, it's likely that you're in some sort of trouble.
But as long as you're a law-abiding citizen, there's no need to worry. Shavras is actually really easy to get along with outside of work. Oh, Feastos are just the best snack. They're easy to carry with you and go
Anjing,
with
suka
so many
makan.
sauces.
Gak beda jauh sama Furina ya.
Iya.
Final warning.
Bintang 4 gak sih ini?
Bintang 4.
Tahu dah.
Bintang 4 bisa ngebidik hold E.
Hah?
That's where I can see 'em.
Ya itu hold E-nya nembak gitu. Kayak ngebidik terus langsung nembak.
Oh.
What?
Terus yang
That
tadi
was so fire. And I am
yang
not just
ada
talking about her
efek elemen
skills.
api. Nah,
Oh my gosh, look at her
Nah,
idol
lihat aja deh.
animation. I love that
Lari
she
bang, ada
loves
meteor, nggak mau.
That is
Sedia
so
payung sebelum
Girl.
mokat,
And she gets
betul.
She gets it. She really does. She's not exactly what you'd expect from the captain of the special patrol, though, right?
I guess that's kind of true. I mean, Chevrolet's work as a captain can be really stressful. I mean, I can't blame the girl for indulging every once in a while to relieve some stress. She even adjusts her training regimen to make up for her snacking habits. In fact, she trains more than any other member of the special patrol. Her platoon really admires her for that.
Wow. Okay, she's got some willpower. That is awesome. She's really admirable.
Wanita itu
The
memegang
Special Patrol
senjata.
prioritizes
Betul.
combat ability above all else. So the organization often attracts some eccentric personalities.
Okay.
Yeah. The Special Patrol used to have problems with insubordination, but ever since Chevrolet took control, everyone has fallen into line, which does not surprise me at all. She commands respect among her peers, and she's a formidable fighter, and she leads by example. Though she demands excellence from her platoon, she holds herself to even higher standards. She always tries to be an example for others to follow, whether it's investigating cases or in marksmanship practice.
And it looks like a lot of her skills involve using a musket. She must be a pretty good shot.
For sure. Chevrolet and her musket are basically partners in crime. They're inseparable.
Oh,
She
pyro.
definitely knows her way around a firearm.
Oh, dia
Chevrolet uses her
tombak.
musket to fire
Iya.
at opponents during her
Alarm.
elemental skill.
Ya itu
For a
skill
period
itu.
of time after
Nah,
Emang-
bisa
emang-
hold E.
Chevrolet
Emang
will
di ini
continuously
di
restore HP
bintang 4
to
baru
the
pertama
active
kali ya
character
bisa
on the
ngebidik.
field. During her elemental burst, Chevrolet fires an
Bintang 4
explosive grenade
ngebidik
with
kan
her
Charles
musket, which will
ngebidik.
split into secondary
Masa baru
explosive
dikit?
shells upon impact.
Iya, iya.
Whoa.
Hmm.
Gue lupa
I
sih.
noticed that Chevrolet has bullet-like markings around her during combat. Can she shoot a special type of ammo?
That's right. Chevrolet obtains an overcharged ball when a nearby party member triggers the overloaded reaction. Holding Chevrolet's elemental skill will consume this special ammo to unleash an even more powerful pyro attack that covers a larger AoE. This attack will also grant an
Bentar,
attack buff to all
item
pyro and
GoFood.
electro
Kalau lanjut
characters
lah.
in the party.
Okay, so that's where the name Overcharged Ball comes from.
Uh-huh. Chevrolet actually came up with the name herself.
Oh.
She was reading a novel where the protagonist believed that names held a lot of power. If you give something a cool sounding name, then you've given yourself an
Tapi kayaknya
advantage over
Severius
your
ini
enemies.
kayaknya Severus
That
ini
kind of logic
jarang nggak
resonated with her,
bisa
I
dibilang
guess.
jarang pernah nongol di
Well, I guess she has
kayaknya
a
di
point.
sebelum-sebelumnya
I should
gitu.
also mention what
Apa aku belum
happens if
nggak
Chevrolet is
merhatiin aja
paired
kali
with
ya?
all pyro and electro characters.
Saya di
If your
quest
party
akun
contains at least
jarang
one
banget nongol nih
character of
orang.
either type,
Anjir kayak gak
then
pernah lihat
triggering
deh.
the overloaded reaction will cause an opponent's pyro and electro resistances to decrease.
Okay, so it seems like Chevrolet could really shine in an overload team comp. But I also did notice that Chevrolet isn't solely limited to a musket. She also uses a polearm in combat. Okay,
Oh, dia
honestly,
nge-shield.
if I were a criminal, I feel like I'd be pretty nervous if she came after me.
Oh, for sure. Most people who have something to hide avoid her like their lives depend on it. And maybe it does. In all
Ada
seriousness,
granatnya, anjir.
though, that's why Chevrolet trains so hard. She has to be able to catch a wide variety of
Bisa
cunning
ngebom dia.
criminals who try to evade
Oh,
her at all
granat yang di
costs.
skill
So when
Q-nya.
Chevrolet
Iya.
is in your party, stamina consumption from sprinting is decreased.
Oh, I love that.
These two new
Wow,
characters
wow,
are
wow,
great.
wow, wow.
Both of them would be great in
Wow,
our commercial.
jadi lari bisa
So
lebih
hard
lama
to
ya?
choose.
Harusnya sih.
I know. And I will make this even harder for you.
Oh no.
We're about to take
Di
a look
island
at what
doang.
event wishes that
Di land
travelers
doang,
can look
bukan
forward
di
to in version
laut.
4.3. The candidate pool for
Di
the
laut atau
Emerald
ntar
Arc
Purina makin
commercial is about to
menyedihkan
get
ntar.
even bigger.
Oh,
my
no.
gosh.
Kasian dia.
In the first half of version 4.3,
Tuh kan anjir Ayaka, ilah. Aduh.
Star Claymore, Verdict will also be featured in the weapon event.
Weapon
In
baru.
the second half of version 4.3,
Aduh, Jogan anjir, Jogan.
is from the writer
Aduh.
and Yoimiya.
Aduh,
Bagus-bagus semua masalahnya.
gini, ada Ayaka, ada udah mati aja.
Udah mati anjir nih, Mbak. Aduh.
Awesome. Travelers
Mati
can
aja.
also look forward to 2 new artifacts.
What the
Red
fuck?
Raiden masalahnya,
Songs of Days Past
Cok. Gua
and
nggak
Music
jadi
in
Cok.
the Echoing Woods. Be sure to keep an eye on
Saino
future
dong.
announcements to learn more about them.
This
Ya,
seems
gua
like a
nggak jadi
perfect
ngitin
time for
Saino,
our
guys.
first break.
Ya
We've
udah.
shared a ton of information so far, and I bet
Ya udah, kita
travelers
nggak
could
ngitin
use some
Saino,
time
guys.
to
Let's go.
digest it all.
You're right.
Masalahnya Ayaka sama ini ya.
Let's take a break while
Kalau
we take a
bukan
look at
Ayaka
the
sama itu sih
second
is
half of the
oke aja ya.
The version 4.3 special program is brought to you by Chiyoria Boutique and will return shortly.
Wah, ada
Ayo.
ini, ada apa namanya? Kode.
Ketik. Gua lagi makan.
Oke, sabar. Nomor 2 UB RQ C4 M C T4 PZ. UB RQ
T4 M
C4 MC C4 MC T4 PZ Dani. Gue taruh di chat dan juga di chat publik di Discordku. Udah.
Bener nggak ya? Gue takutnya salah. Bener. Yang gue ketik bener.
Benar kok, aman. Oke. Tuh guys, silahkan ambil kodenya sebelum kehabisan.
Welcome back, everyone. So, we've thoroughly discussed our casting options for the Chiyoria Boutique
Ya
commercial.
OTW.
But the content of the commercial is also important, right? Do you have any
Okay.
ideas?
If we're making a commercial for Chiyoria Boutique, then how about we include some event footage of Chiori?
Yay!
Chiori is actually going to appear in the event for version 4.3.
Anda.
While the travelers have been able to see her store in the court of Fontaine, they'll finally get to meet her in person.
Yes, I know.
Huh?
Travelers can also look forward to meeting Ayaka and Ayato in Fontaine.
Aduh, masalahnya ini kalau misalnya si Ayaka dengan Raiden Shogun itu di satu ini yang sama, mati kita,
An
Cuk.
Inazuma-born fashion icon, Chiori. Chioria Boutique is your one-stop shop for the latest and most influential fashion in Fontaine.
That is right.
Gua
Chiori is
kumpulin
acquainted
ilmu
with the
gua dari
Kamisato
sekarang.
siblings because she's also from Inazuma. She
Betul.
actually introduced Ayaka and Ayato to
Gua nggak jadi
Xavier
gajah
and
Saino.
recommended that they make the trip to Fontaine for the Fontanalia Film Festival.
So exciting! Will you tell us more about the Fontanalia Film Festival?
The Fontanalia Festival was established to commemorate the legendary Lock Knights. According to the myths, they went on a quest to search for
Dia
the
kalau ngomong
Oceanids
according tuh kok
and
jadi
eventually welcomed the Hydro Archon Adiriate Fontaine.
It's one of the most important festivals in Fontaine, like what the Windbloom Festival is to Mondstadt and Lantern Rite is to Liyue.
So exciting!
The Fontaine Film Association proposed the Fontanalia Film Festival earlier this year. And during this
Bakal ada
time,
event
the
baru?
public may submit films for
Wow.
evaluation. The entry with the highest score will be given
Dapat
the
ini,
Farina
dapat
Award
Claymore.
by the association.
Sama dapat
Well, we
Magic
can see
Crystal.
Farina
Waduh.
working with Ayaka and the others here.
Oh,
Does
itu
this
buat
mean
ini
that there's a
materi
chance that
refinement.
Farina might
Refinement.
win the Farina
Yang super
Award?
duper invisible.
Okay, now I'm intrigued.
Ya,
Well,
buat
I'm
itu
sorry,
refinementnya
but I'm gonna have to
Claymore-nya.
leave you in suspense.
Oh, gitu.
If travelers are curious about what
Anjay,
Ayaka and the
OTW,
others are doing in
silahkan.
Fontaine or how Farina fared,
Raiden
you'll just
sih.
have to play the
Gua-
event
gua
when the new
ini ke
version
Raiden
becomes
kan.
available.
Ayaka aku ntar coba tanya-tanya
So,
Oser
we know
dah.
that several friends from
Ayaka
Inazuma
atau Raiden
will be
ya?
in Fontaine for the
Raiden.
Fontanalia
Aku mau
Film
Raiden.
Festival. But
Aku
travelers
mau
have
Raiden.
so much more to be excited
Udah deh,
about.
Raiden deh.
Travelers will also have the
Tapi aku pengen
opportunity to
dua-duanya.
participate in a variety of activity booths
Terserah
during
kamu,
the
tanya dulu
festival.
nanti.
Each one will have a different theme.
So cool. The first activity booth is the 1,000 Pace Interdiction Arc Minute Sharpshooting Zone. In this activity, travelers will use the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol simulation device to practice targeting
Wow!
and shooting opponents.
Yep. The Special Patrol wanted the public to
Apakah secara
experience
menembak
fun
legal?
target
Waduh.
practice.
Waduh.
The second
Kok
activity
menembak-nembak
is called
gitu?
Trick Shot
Ini kita menjadi
Plus.
masyarakat
In this
Amerika
activity,
kah?
Travelers will use the studio's special lighting effects to film a fight scene. Take advantage of the buffs brought about by the special lighting
Seram, Dok.
effects to defeat an endless stream of opponents and obtain a higher score.
So cool. Those special lighting effects are really giving off old movie vibes. Navia's movements are also super smooth. It's all so atmospheric.
Oh, for sure. But not everyone is enjoying the fun and games. Travelers will meet a contract employee at the third activity booth. She needs some help with her demanding client. During the activity Extreme Drive, travelers will help her test out stabilization mecha balls.
Look at how the traveler chases after those stabilization mecha balls.
Gimana?
Okay, I bet that contract employee can
Nggak
relate
tahu.
since she's being chased down by that client.
Totally.
Stabilization mecha balls seem pretty ordinary, but they're actually very agile. They'll automatically avoid all testers by moving in the opposite direction of your movement. You can find jump boosters around the testing grounds. Travelers can use them to jump higher and further, which is perfect for quickly
hilang layarnya,
traversing
Dan.
to the other
Ah,
side
layar
of
hilang.
the stabilization mecha ball. Travelers in co-op matches will have to find a way to herd as many stabilization mecha balls into their target area as possible within the time limit. The more mecha balls that end up in your area, the more points you'll earn.
The fourth activity booth is called Into the Frame. In this activity, travelers will get to shoot their own scenes by experimenting with different camera positions and narration techniques.
Cool, we get to make
Kita
a
belajar
movie.
fotografi
That's
apa ini?
awesome.
Waduh.
Travelers
Wow,
might remember
that's
helping
Waduh.
out Xavier with some filmmaking back in Inazuma, but this seems more professional. Wait, maybe this can be the inspiration for our commercial.
Oh.
Now that I think about it, a
Ya ampun,
Fantanian
bikin
man
story
working in
sendiri,
Inazuma to shoot
Cok.
film.
Serius?
That international travel can be a source of artistic
Wah, ini mah
inspiration.
apa
That
namanya?
must have also been true in
Gua
Chioria's
banget.
Mod di Minecraft apa sih namanya ini anjir?
in Fontaine.
Replay mod versi
that could be a
Genshin,
strong
Cuk.
theme for our commercial. Actually,
Ya anjir,
Ayaka and
gila,
Ayato aren't the
elegan
only
banget.
Inazumans traveling abroad in version 4.3. Kuki Shinobu just arrived in Liyue for her class reunion.
Yeah, and Ito decided to tag along as the boss of the Arataki gang. And he brought his Onikabuto with him. I think he plans to train his beetles for battle.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Arataki Blazing Armor Beetle Battle Boot Camp. That name is definitely
Panjang
very
betul.
Ito.
Right, for
Very
sure.
Ito, ya very Ito
There was
banget ini.
also a beetle battle event in version 3.4, right? Ito battles against a super powerful beetle battler. I believe
Hey.
his name was Grandmaster Hanakado.
Yep. Grandmaster Hanakato made an impressive showing during the last beetle battle event. This time, he's made the trip to Liyue with Ito. It seems like the two of them have met a mysterious new beetle battle master.
What? Who is it?
Ooh.
Tell us.
Tell us, tell us,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't give that away. Travelers will have to discover their identity during the event.
Ah.
Aside
Wow.
from meeting this mysterious new beetle battle master, travelers can also look forward to new ways to battle. While the movement and charge
Kalau
mechanics
nggak salah
remain
gue
unchanged
belum
from the
sempat
original
main
event,
event yang ini.
travelers can now
Jadi
also
kayak
instruct
bakal jadi pertama
Kabuto
kali
to
gua.
use guard
Tahu
Makanya
nih.
dulu
and
pernah ada ya?
against electro bullet and
Nah.
jet stream attacks.
Mm.
Make use of the movement, charge, and guard strategies to topple
Gue
your
nggak inget
opponents no
tanggal
matter
berapa,
what they
apa
throw at you.
bulan berapa.
Master
Tapi
them,
pernah ada.
and you'll be ready to
Hmm.
tackle the
Oh.
ultimate trial of the strong.
Ooh.
Ooh, trial of the strong. Travelers can look forward to encountering an old friend in the Fontanian countryside.
Hah?
That's right. Ullman came to Fontaine and he brought his treasure map and
Sele,
Sealy along with him.
sele.
Our mini Sealy friend is back!
Akhirnya gue bisa dapat
Travelers
sele.
can help restore the Sealy's vitality by absorbing energy from the locations that are marked on Ullman's treasure map.
Terima
In return, The
kasih.
Sealy will guide us to the
Gila,
locations of
banyak
your
di rerun ya.
After collecting ancient iron coins during this event, you can exchange them for various
20
rewards,
primut.
including a mini Sealy and your
Ooh. Okay, so in the event preview, it looked like some of the
Yang
treasures
kuning,
located
gak mau
underwater.
tahu mau yang
First
kuning
arrived
kalau
in
nggak yang
Fontaine, I
biru
discovered
muda.
that Sealy couldn't follow me underwater.
Aku sih yang
Is
biru
this
ya.
treasure-seeking Sealy different?
That is a very observant of
Oh,
you.
ini salah yang air
Thank
tuh.
you.
Bukan salah yang
In
itu.
this iteration of the
Yeah.
Lost Riches event, a new
Lucu
mini
banget,
Sealy
ya ampun.
named Brilliance will be available. This new mini Sealy
Oh, kalau
underwater.
yang brilliance yang baru bisa
Treasure
masuk
isn't the
dalam
only
air.
thing that you'll
Oh.
discover in Fontaine's countryside. You might also come across a mysterious domain guarded by a
Apalagi
unique
nih?
swordmaster who searches for the meaning of battle. During the
Waduh.
Dance of Resolute Will, travelers will get the chance to participate in combat challenges. Each challenge stage will contain 2
Ada
rounds.
trial.
Travelers must select their party compositions before the challenge starts. One of your chosen characters must be used in both rounds, but no other
Set
character
langsung
can be
meledak
repeated.
gitu.
Oh, okay.
After you complete a blade dance objective during a challenge, you will obtain a heightened verve buff. Defeating opponents while heightened
War
verve is
event,
active will grant
coy.
you more
Iya, cuy.
points.
And another old friend is returning in version 4.3. That's right, it's Lieben! Yay!
Yeay, dia
And
balik.
if Lieben is around,
Ini
then that
lumayan
must
loh.
mean we'll have a
Ini
chance
lumayan.
to trade a bunch of items for primo gems again.
Nah, itu Dan, ini yang gue tunggu Dan. Lumayan
Serius.
Ini war primo banget sih.
Warak primo.
After this update,
TCG.
travelers will have the opportunity to challenge characters around Fontaine.
Ooh.
A new Fontaine-themed
Oh.
table customization will
Aku
also
nggak main
be
cuman
available.
oke.
I'm so
Oke. Bagian bagi
excited to
kasit
see
ini
players
menarik.
challenge some melazines.
So
Buat
exciting.
poster pasti menarik.
Travelers can
Emang
look
Oscar
forward
suka
to the
mainin
addition
ginian?
of several new
Kayaknya
cards,
enggak deh.
Nggak tahu,
including
enggak
6
deh
new
kayaknya.
character cards,
Roman mungkin
Plus,
suka ini.
5 new
Oh,
monster
man.
cards, such as
Roman.
Dvalin, Signora,
Roman
and
mesti
Asia,
tanya.
will be obtainable from the corresponding tavern challenges.
Oh.
But that's not all.
Lawan
The
bos
Forge
goblok.
Realms Temper event will also be making a reappearance, and
Lawan
there will be an update to
lawan
the heated battle mode.
weekly
Be
boss
on the lookout for
dalam
future
TCG.
announcements.
There's TCG content to look forward to
Mana
outside
tebel
the game
banget
as
nih.
well. The Genius Invocation TCG Asia Invitational will officially begin in January 2024. Mhm.
Ada yang
Travelers
versi
can look forward
what
to some
the heck?
friendly competition between 16
Internasional,
of the
Cok.
top TCG
kemarin
players
udah.
all across Asia.
Wah kemarin
I
Ada
think they're some
kemarin
of the
2 kali.
best in the region.
Di hari
Be sure
Minggu,
to follow
Senin,
them
Minggu
at
sama
Carnival
Senin.
X or Twitter
Nggak paham
account
gue.
to stay up to date on the latest news about this epic showdown.
Oh my gosh, this is all so exciting!
Mhm.
Well, hang on to that feeling, because we're taking a short break to look at the next group of redemption codes. We'll be
Okay.
back to sharing more
Oh, yeah.
exciting information about version 4.3 in just a moment.
Yay!
In just moment.
Hari yang ketiga.
8 BQ9 CMMV S5 PM. Apa?
CMM
Tuh.
VS
Coba.
5P MM ya? 5 PM.
Dah. Itu tuh di chat publik udah.
Ini buat di streaming tuh, di display.
Oh.
Ini
iya.
redeem code yang ketiga, kalian bisa langsung salin.
Berapa? 400. Gue nggak berani gacha sekarang sih. Gue
Enggak.
simpen aja kalau gitu.
Kita di sini cukup syukur alhamdulillah karena dapat banyak bansos dari berbagai sisi. Dari The Game Awards gitu. Thank you dari Game Awards dan thank you Game Baik. Hehehe.
Game baik.
Game Baik gue.
Nanti besok gue ke warnet.
Welcome back, travelers! We've introduced a lot of content, and we've gotten a ton of
Taruh
inspiration for our
ini dulu.
commercial. Honestly, our promotion is definitely shaping up.
Totally.
But before we reveal our new idea, let's dive into the
Nah,
six
ini.
optimizations that the project team has
Oke.
Yang ini nih,
kita
kita simak ayo.
First, we have some artifact-related optimizations to introduce. With an ever-increasing amount of artifact sets to choose from, many travelers may have been hoping for a better and quicker way to filter and
Akhirnya
locate
didengarkan
desired
juga
artifacts.
pendapat kita.
After the version 4.3 update, travelers can check out artifact set recommendations for a given character.
Oh.
Jadi bakal kayak bakal kayak ini, bakal kayak di Starrel.
That's cool.
In addition, an automatic locking function has been added.
Nah, kita bisa
when
nambahin
filtering
ini.
artifacts in your inventory, you can lock the artifacts that fit your filter specifications in batches. With the automatic locking function, newly acquired artifacts that fit your locking criteria will automatically be locked when
Ooh.
added to your inventory.
Oh, that's
Oh.
Travelers can have up
Jadi
to 2
intinya
preset
kata mereka
auto-lock
ini
commands for
tuh
each artifact set. Travelers can choose their own or follow the
setelah
recommended
kita
settings
nge-arte kita
summarized
pasti
for active
yang
players.
kita
As it
butuhkan
may
bakal
take
langsung
some time
terkunci
to
secara
collect the
otomatis
necessary
gitu loh.
statistics, new artifact sets will not feature recommended locking settings immediately.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Of course, if you can lock
Ini menurutku paling
artifacts in
berguna
batches,
sih.
you can unlock them in batches as well. Travelers can look forward to both of those features in the new update.
Wah.
That's not all though.
What?
Travelers will be able to sort artifacts by 3 different attributes. Plus, the artifact enhancement screen will allow travelers to add a greater amount of enhancement materials at once. An enhancement limit feature will also be available.
Nah, bisa auto ini
Hopefully,
juga
these
katanya sih.
optimizations will not only make
Akhirnya
artifacts
auto
easier to
nah.
Dan satu lagi Mel, kalau kamu nyadar,
Be on the
Apa?
lookout
di
for
sini
future
kita gak bakal
announcements.
munculin apa namanya pop-up lagi. Jadi gak bakal ada pop-upnya.
Oh.
So, travelers should look forward to further artifact-related optimizations in future version updates. Improvements to equipping artifacts and other artifact-related optimizations are all in the works.
In addition, the project team has made adjustments to provide smoother ascension and enhancement experiences for travelers. When you level up a character, enhance an
Akhirnya auto art
artifact,
juga
or infuse a
ada.
weapon, you no longer have to click so many pop-up
Kenapa nggak
windows.
dari kemarin?
As a new player using a few 1 and 2 star materials
Gak tahu,
to
suka-suka
level
Genshin.
artifacts, the whole process might
Refine
feel
juga kita
slow,
nggak, kita bisa
especially
langsung
with hot
sekaligus.
windows appearing.
Totally. This
Akhirnya.
new optimization significantly reduces the
Nggak
amount of pop-up
satu-satu.
windows that we have to click through.
Gemes banget gue.
Looking forward to a much smoother enhancement and leveling process. The next optimization has made it easier to repeat domain challenges.
Nah ini juga ini sangat amat berguna anjir. Jadi kita langsung di-spawn di depan kuncinya anjir.
This meant they would have to
Udah gak bakal jalan-jalan lagi.
start the challenge. But after this update, travelers who choose to continue in a domain challenge will load right next to the area where you actually start fighting, which is
Tuh.
amazing.
Iya
So,
anjir
happy
gila.
farming, everyone.
Ya, happy
This should
farming
make
ya,
it
bro.
way easier for players to farm artifacts for Navia.
Oh, yeah,
True, true.
definitely.
Yeah.
In addition, version 4.3 has made it easier to clear your quest backlog. Archon Quest Chapter 2 Act 4, In the Depths, An Unexpected Reunion, takes place in the underground mines of the chasm.
Jadi udah nggak bakal persiapan syarat di quest dunia lagi.
Spelunkers and the Heavenly Stones debris before being able to proceed to the Archon Quest. In this update, travelers no longer need to complete those 2 world quests. Instead, travelers can speak directly to the miner who issued the commission to unlock a teleport waypoint.
Dan teleport di sana udah kebuka secara otomatis, semuanya udah
automatically
kebuka.
trigger the next steps of the Archon Quest.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. This will hopefully make it easier for travelers to quickly progress through Archon.
Dari dulu kayak gue udah capek-capek buka-buka ini. Sialan emang ini Genshin.
New or lapsed players to access the Archon Quest and claim those sweet intertwined fates as fast as possible.
Yes, definitely.
For sure.
Also, one-click
Nah, ini
expeditions will be
paling keren
available
sih.
starting in version 4.0.
Claim all terus
This
bisa
will
balikin
allow
lagi.
travelers to claim expedition
Let's
rewards and repeat expeditions.
Yeay, halo Ilham.
Also be able to claim processed ingredients
Udah kelar
and
kah
forged
itunya?
items.
Belum, masih ada.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
It's
dimasak
gonna make it
juga
easier to
ada.
Ada. Jadi itu langsung sekaligus gitu loh. Jadi ini benar-benar keren banget. Kita bisa claim all juga, alhamdulillah. Fitur berguna.
Optimizations have been made to enemy tracking with the Adventure Handbook and character selection logic during crafting and forging. In addition, when performing mystic offerings, travelers will now be able to add artifacts in batches. There's a lot to look forward to, so be sure to check future announcements for more information. Okay, moving on from optimizations, a new Fontaine-style realm layout was added to the Sharenya sequence. Simply purchase the corresponding items
Seribu
from
apa?
Tubby to unlock them.
Swirling Sin.
Let's go. Bisa
Oh,
buka.
cantik banget.
Cantik.
Travelers can
Cantik banget
use
tempatnya.
Gila anjir, keren banget.
between the islands in this layout. Some islands
Yeah.
even have
Wow.
ponds that
Waduh.
travelers can use to keep fish.
It looks
Ah.
like a cool
Nah.
underwater cave.
Oh, apakah aku akan berganti map?
Makin
And
seneng
they'll be
sih.
even prettier once
Aku
travelers have the
aku
chance to
udah
make them their
fullin
own.
Sumeru
I'm
sih,
so
jadi
excited
aku
to
bisa
see what
pindah
everyone's gonna
tempat
come up
lain
with.
sih.
Especially my friend's teapots.
Ah. You just want to copy their designs, don't you?
I don't know. Maybe.
I knew it.
Rumahnya
I
bagus
have
banget.
another piece of super exciting news to share with everyone. Okay, I know, right? The annual Genshin Impact online concert, Melodies of an
Online
Endless Journey,
concert?
is coming soon. Yay!
Wow.
Genshin
I heard
concert?
this year's
Concert,
will
iya.
Celebrate Genshin's classic
YouTube,
melodies
Twitch,
in an entirely
TikTok,
new
Twitter.
way. Let's
Sama
take a
satu
sneak
lagi
peek
kalau
at the
mau
amazing
full
moments
platformnya
that this
di
concert has in store.
Bilibili.
Bilibili itu Cina aja.
Bisa
Cina doang.
bisa akses. Oke, kita lihat apa nih.
Seperti kita
Aduh, di
main
flashbang
biasa.
nih. Ah,
Wah, trailernya.
mataku.
Wow.
Wah, ini keren sih.
Merinding, Cok. Merinding. Oh.
An endless journey.
Hai.
The 2023 Genshin concert held in Shanghai last September will also be
Tunggu,
online
itu
soon.
Ayaka?
So
Iya,
Oh, ya,
jadi
travelers.
di fase pertama ada Ayaka sama
Wait,
Navia.
beneran Ayaka?
Yes. Ada Navia Ayaka, di PS 2 ada Raiden Yoimiya. Mati lu.
Mampus.
Mati lu.
Aku nggak ngerti maksudnya.
Itu
Pengenalan karakter udah.
dua karakter itu paling laku di Genshin. Ayaka sama Raiden tuh paling laku.
Enggak, kalau gue bilang di laku Hutawa sama Yelan.
Finally getting I'll Hate Them and Wonders OSTs.
Yep, and Farina's song too. Her song All the World's a Stage has already been getting a ton of love.
Oh, that's awesome.
Benar.
Wow.
Okay, well, that's all the new information we have to share about the update. So, I guess that means it's time for the version 4.3 special program to come to a close.
But we haven't even come up with a plan for our Chioryo Boutique commercial.
Actually, we've already finished shooting it.
You're right. The special program was a pretty good commercial. I'm certainly not going to forget the name Chiorya Boutique after this.
Totally. Oh my gosh, we really did cover a lot of important information today.
For sure. The most important part is our final word from our sponsor, Chiorya Boutique.
Sponsornya.
Just kidding.
Sponsor ngada-ngada.
I just wanted to let everyone know that I'm so excited to be a part of Genshin Impact, and I cannot wait for all of you to meet Sharenya.
Totally. I feel exactly the same. Can't wait to see more Navia in her fighting action. And also, can't wait for little
What is her name again?
Yes.
They are so cute.
Severus.
And I think the new mini game
Severus,
fun, especially the one
Yes,
where we
Severus.
got to
Severus.
the movie.
Yes.
Siapa aja playable karakter di 4,3 yang baru?
Baru Severus dong, sama Navia.
So much fun.
Navia bintang 5.
5.
Iya.
Severus bintang 4.
Severus bintang 4.
Oh, Severus bintang 4.
Yes.
Awalnya gua mikir Severus yang bintang 5, Navia bintang 4 ya.
Lah kebalik.
Ya, itu maksudnya apa teori gua sebelumnya gitu.
Ya.
Benar. Gue takutnya ada apa-apa.
Museum. Apa nih, Cok? Musim apa nih, Cok?
Museum Sanxing Dui.
Mereka promosi, Cok. Gila. Promosi lewat game.
Collab.
Iya, collab.
Collabnya sama museum ya.
Iya, museum Chinese sana.
Ya.
Ini
Mainland.
baru 4.3.
Ini baru 4.3.
Gue tuh nunggu kalau misalkan mereka tiba-tiba bisa aja munculin sneak peek ya.
Iya. Kita kalau misalnya sneak peek itu pas ini anjir, pas enggak kayak
udah 2 menjelang akhir kan.
Iya.
Aduh.
Ini banyak yang belum tergali di sini di Fonten ini. Tapi gila sih yang tadi si Furina cuy, keren. Tapi harusnya sih kalau misalnya kita cek di di YouTube harusnya kita bisa lihat ininya lagi, siapa namanya trailernya lagi sih.
Nggak tahu kenapa kayak apa. Apalagi gue yang
Roses and Muskets.
Aduh, susah, Cok.
Sulit kan? Ya sama. Sulit, Cok. Itu udah sakaratul maut anjir kalau udah kayak gitu tuh.
Sebenarnya Ayaka tuh nggak terlalu masalah, tapi dia juga bagus. Tapi
masalahnya gak langsung berdua juga, gak ditabrak dua-dua juga, Cok.
Itu kalau udah skill itu tinggal auto.
Iya, udah enak anjir. Aduh, masalahnya dia tuh di banner di fase 2. Jadi tuh minim kemungkinan bakal dapet anjir.
Oh, jadi banner gacha siapa aja jadi?
Jadi banner gacha di fase pertama itu tadi ada si Navia dan Ayaka. Di fase kedua ada Raiden dan Yoimiya. Yang jadi permasalahan di sini dalam meta Ayaka dan Raiden ini paling laku. Jadi makanya aku bilang mati dah tuh, meninggal tuh.
Apalagi Ayaka udah digabung sama Raiden
Udah bener-bener OP. Masalahnya di sini cuma satu. apa namanya penempatan Raiden tuh di kedua tuh benar-benar ngajak ribut masalahnya.
Kenapa nggak di
Kenapa nggak di fase pertama gitu loh? Raiden tuh.
Nah, lu udah kasih waktu buat nabung.
Tetap aja, sama aja.
sama
Iya,
aja kalau
nanti
Dani mau
banner
minta
udah keburu
ayaka
habis.
juga, Mbak.
Tabungan belum cukup. Udah.
Berharap sih kayak waktu si
Masih
Hutau
untung
itu.
dikasih fase 2 loh.
Niatanku mau gacha Saino langsung hilang jauh.
Makanya itu.
Untung PT ku masih ada ya, belum itu ya.
Iya.
Gue baru ngelastik nari, semoga nanti red off.
Ya itu aja untuk streaming hari ini. Lebih tepatnya buat nobar. Kemungkinan nanti kita malam bakal stream lagi, tapi nggak tahu mau di Genshin atau di Astar ataupun di Minecraft. Jadi thank you yang udah udah datang di streaming. Yang ada di comment section ada Yan, ada Vendro, ada Api, ada siapa lagi? Mereka doang kayaknya. Dan juga Oscar ya. Dan juga orang-orang yang ada di voice channel di Discord. Jangan lupa join di Discordku, linknya ada di deskripsi. Dan aku juga ditemenin sama Ilham yang baru datang. Ada Amel, lalu ada Yan, dan juga ada Red Sun. Thank you semua, sampai jumpa di streaming selanjutnya. Aku nggak tahu bakal streaming lagi atau enggak. Jadi bye bye. Matilah kalian tuh gara-gara dihantam sama sama Ayaka Shogun tuh udah dihantam tuh, mampus banner. Kalian mati dah tuh, dihantam banner tuh. Oke.
Oh ya, spesial program gue baru ingat kalau ada redeem code. Kita login.
Aku udah redeem. Aku mau daily bentar. Sama event.
Iya, jadi oke, itu aja. Nanti kita akan lanjut lagi setelah nggak tahu bakal stream lagi atau enggak, tapi ya thank you. See you next stream.